What if I told you that the age you first got your period could influence your cancer risk decades later, not just by a little, but significantly, measurably, in ways medicine is only now beginning to understand? Every month from puberty to menopause, your ovaries undergo trauma. Controlled, necessary, but trauma nonetheless. Cells divide rapidly to repair the damage, and with every division comes a small chance of error. A mutation, a damaged gene, a cell that forgets how to stop growing. Ovarian cancer will affect 1 in 78 women. It's the deadliest gynecologic cancer. In 2024, researchers analyzing data from over 500,000 women discovered something stunning. Girls who start their periods before age 12 face roughly 10 to 20% higher ovarian cancer risk. I'm Lucas, and this is Mind and Marvel, where science, survival, and the superhuman collide. Let's start with what's changing. And how dramatically. In 1900, girls typically started menstruating around age 15 or 16. Today, the average is 12 to 13. But many girls start at 9, 10, or 11. 2 years earlier means 24 additional ovulation cycles before age 15 alone. Over a lifetime? Potentially 50 or more extra ovulation cycles. What's driving this shift? Multiple factors, converging. Better nutrition, but also childhood obesity. Fat tissue produces estrogen. Girls with higher body fat percentages reach puberty earlier, sometimes years earlier. Endocrine disrupting chemicals in plastics, pesticides, personal care products. These chemicals mimic estrogen, trick the body into thinking puberty should begin. Paradoxically, improved health plays a role. Fewer childhood illnesses that delay development. Evolution prepared female bodies for an environment that no longer exists. Scarcity, illness, physical labor, all naturally delayed puberty. Modern abundance accelerates biological clocks beyond historical norms. But here's the other side of the equation. First pregnancies happening later. Historically, women had their first child at 18 to 20. Today, average is 28 to 30. Many women waiting until their mid-30s. This creates a widening gap. Years, sometimes decades, of uninterrupted ovulation. Think of it like running machinery continuously without maintenance breaks. Wear accumulates. To understand the risk, we need to understand what happens during ovulation. Every month, a follicle grows on your ovary. The egg matures inside. At ovulation, the follicle ruptures, literally tears open, releases the egg. This is controlled injury, necessary for reproduction. But injury nonetheless. The ovary must repair itself. Cells divide rapidly to close the wound. Epithelial cells on the ovary's surface divide most rapidly. With each division, DNA must be copied. Perfectly. 3 billion letters, no errors. But perfection is impossible. Copy errors occur, usually harmless, usually caught and corrected. Rarely, an error in a critical gene goes uncorrected. A tumor suppressor gene, a DNA repair gene, a growth control gene. One mutation usually isn't enough. Cancer requires multiple hits, but each ovulation is another roll of the dice, another chance for damage. Like Russian roulette, where each month adds another chamber to the revolver. More cycles, more chances for that critical error. The 2024 study that revealed these patterns analyzed an extraordinary data set. Over 500,000 women, tracked for decades, multiple countries, multiple ethnic groups, data on age of first period, number of pregnancies, age at first birth, age at menopause, cross-referenced with cancer diagnoses over 20-plus years. Clear patterns emerged. Finding 1, early menarche, first period before age 12, was associated with roughly 10 to 20% higher risk of ovarian cancer. Finding 2, first pregnancy after age 30 appears to carry a small but measurable increase in risk, though the effect is modest compared to other factors. Finding 3, women who've never been pregnant consistently show substantially higher risk, often in the range of 25 to 40%. Finding 4, longer durations of breastfeeding are linked to meaningful risk reduction, with studies reporting decreases of up to around 20%. These factors stacked. Early periods plus no pregnancies, risk multiplied. But there's nuance. Individual variation is significant. Genetics plays a major role. BRCA1 and BRCA2 mutations dramatically increase risk regardless of reproductive history. BRCA1 carriers face up to 60% lifetime risk, while BRCA2 carriers face lower, but still substantial, risk. For them, preventive surgery, removing ovaries, is often recommended. But for average-risk women, reproductive patterns significantly influence odds. The study identified other protective factors: oral contraceptives, birth control pills suppress ovulation. Risk declines steadily with longer use, adding up to 40 to 50% lower risk after several years, and that protection can last decades. Tubal ligation, having tubes tied, reduces risk by 30%. Why? Still not fully understood. Theory: it may prevent carcinogens from the uterus and vagina from reaching the ovaries via the fallopian tubes. Hysterectomy, removing the uterus, also provides protection for similar reasons. This research reveals a tension at the heart of modern life. Women pursuing education, building careers, achieving financial stability, first pregnancies delayed, all positive developments for autonomy, for equality, for fulfillment. But the biological clock ticks to evolutionary rhythms, not modern ones. Evolution shaped female bodies for a reproductive timeline that no longer matches social reality. This isn't about prescribing when women should have children. That's a deeply personal decision. But about understanding the biological trade-offs, making informed choices. Knowledge enables prevention strategies. Birth control pills aren't just contraception, they're cancer prevention for some women. Women can discuss personal risk factors with physicians, family history, reproductive history, genetic testing if indicated. High-risk women can pursue enhanced screening, though ovarian cancer screening is notoriously difficult. Ovarian cancer is the silent killer. Few symptoms until advanced stages. No reliable early screening test exists yet. Research into better screening methods is ongoing. Blood tests, imaging, combination approaches. But prevention remains better than detection. Reducing lifetime ovulations reduces risk. Future possibilities: medical ovulation suppression for women not planning pregnancies, giving ovaries the rest that pregnancy once naturally provided. Your reproductive system evolved for a world that no longer exists, a world where first pregnancies came early, where multiple children naturally suppressed ovulation for years, a world incompatible with extended education, career development, and reproductive autonomy. Modern life creates a biological social tension. Progress in one dimension, risk in another. The marvel? We now understand the mechanism, the link between ovulation cycles and cancer risk. Each ovulation creates small trauma, requires repair, demands division, carries risk, but knowledge enables choice, informed prevention, medical strategies, which leaves us with a profound question. As we continue extending lifespans, delaying reproduction, and living lives our ancestors couldn't imagine, are we creating health trade-offs we don't fully appreciate? How much can medicine compensate for the growing mismatch between our biology and our society? What does it mean to be a species whose social progress dramatically outpaces its biological evolution? Can we engineer medical solutions to these evolutionary mismatches, or will we always be negotiating with our ancient biology? If this exploration of reproductive biology and cancer risk expanded your understanding, hit that like button. Subscribe to Mind and Marvel for more investigations where evolutionary biology meets modern medicine. Drop a comment. Should reproductive health education include information about lifetime ovulation and disease risk? How can medicine better address evolutionary mismatches? Share your perspective. Important note, this video is educational, not medical advice. If you have concerns about ovarian cancer risk, please consult with a healthcare provider who can assess your personal risk factors and discuss appropriate screening and prevention strategies. This is Mind and Marvel, where science, survival, and the superhuman collide. Until next time, remember that understanding our evolutionary past is key to protecting our medical future.